Hello. Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. You like my tiger? Thank you. Welcome in, guys. I don't really know what I'm doing today. Did you watch any of my other the video I put up last night? You have the same effect. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of took a little nap myself. I guess we'll see who comes in. I don't know what I'm doing today. I kind of want to give a collective message. I'm glad you did too. That lit some kind of incense, and it's not doing very well with me. I can smell the chalkiness of it. I don't know why. Got my little sidekick here. Mommy's little sidekick, huh? Yeah, you're my sidekick. I will be soon. I'm working on it. So yesterday, guys, I forgot to mention it in the live when I started. I did mention it when I got to the Sagittarius video, but I know that all of you probably aren't going to be watching the Sagittarius video. So I did a meditation yesterday, and in that meditation, I saw red, orange, and white clouds that I got the feeling of anger and sadness and pain in it when it showed up. And then there was a bright white star that was pulsing in it that was getting brighter and brighter and taking over and kind of clearing the space on it. And then after that, I saw the sun come up. So my reputation, oh my goodness, my interpretation of that is it's all the pain and the sadness and the anger that we have in us that we're purging out, that we're letting go of, you know, that we're releasing and forgiving and letting go, because it doesn't hurt anyone but us. You know what I mean? Being angry and sad and mad at everybody else, it doesn't hurt them. They've gone on living their lives, but it poisons you. It slowly poisons you. So you're not forgiving just, you know, you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for you. You're giving yourself permission to let go and to move forward. And then the star coming up put me in mind of, you know, your wish is being granted. It may be not coming at the time that you wanted it to, and you may be a little bit impatient, but it is coming. It's coming to fruition. You're pulling it to you by releasing, letting go, choosing yourself, you know, doing things that are creative and things that inspire you, listening to the call. You're slowly pulling that wish into you. And it's showing me the sun at the end. Things might be a little rough right now, but they're telling me that it's going to get better. Things are going to get better. The sun's going to come back out. You're going to have the abundance. You're going to have the happiness. Your joy is going to return. Your childlike wonder is going to return. But you've got to be patient with yourself. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys got that, because I meant to do it yesterday, like I said, and then I got to talking, and then we went straight into the mini reads, and it slipped my mind. But they reminded me around the Sagittarius video of it, so I wanted to put that out there today. Oh, are you? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can then. Clear old energy. Bring in new energy, please. Thank you. Rodolfo, hey, welcome in. How are you? I'm going to do a collective. I'm going to start out with a collective message. How are you doing today, Rodolfo? Rodolfo, don't kick anyone out unless they're getting really, 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 like nasty or whatever, or they're spamming, and we give them a warning and they still continue to do it. Or if like they're calling me a devil worshiper or something like that, and I'm in the chat with like religious stuff. They're entitled to their opinion, you know what I mean? But I need to be able to see my people on here. Who was hassling me? Nobody. I'm just saying if they come in today. Because I love my haters too. You know, I have unconditional love for everyone. They just have unhealed wounds and unhealed traumas as well. I don't know how many people we're going to get because it's late. They usually come early in the morning. If I if I say something about it, then yeah. But it's still the same as what it was. If they're coming in, they have to be unique and they have to make us laugh. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they'll be ignored. But they're welcome to be here. We don't got that many people in here. I was kind of trying to wait until more people came in. I don't know if all you guys are exhausted, but I know one thing. I've been exhausted. My cat's certainly been exhausted because he's been sleeping all day today in the same spot. And my daughter said she was exhausted. So I don't know if it's something planetary. I got a feeling that it probably is. It's probably the slowdown before the pickup of speed. Okay. All right. All right, Alex. You're here. That's what matters. Oh, man. I think he's burning like dragon blood cones or something. I don't know, but it's getting up in my nose and getting caught in my throat. I guess because he's burning in the room right beside me and everything's closed off, I guess. I don't know. So my studio said that most of my people were in here between GTM and 4. So I'm guessing in the morning. That's when most of them come in. So I don't know if we're going to get that many people in here. I don't know whether to just go into the message or just, I guess I can. You can always come back later and see it, I guess. I think there's possibility a lot of people's Wi-Fi is messing up because the numbers are bouncing up and down. Am I diabetic? Not that I know of. Why? Every test that I've had done come back good. But I haven't had one done in a while. Diabetes does run in my family, though. He must have that wood stove going. Really, really going. Popped into your head. I've had somebody else ask me that before. I thought about going and talking to him about getting another test done. I know my sister suffers from it really bad. My grandma had it. I remember when she changed all her food up and stuff when I was younger. That was when I was pregnant with my first kid that we found out she had it. So guys, I wasn't allowed to say anything before because she wanted to wait until his parents knew. But my daughter's pregnant. Oh, okay, Rodolfo. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. Because one, the family kept telling my girls they were going to get pregnant before they graduated. And they are 22. So I'm really happy that, they gave themselves a chance to live their lives and go out there and experience life some before, Crab Tub, you too. Welcome in. But yeah, I'm super excited. My two boys have kids. They've had kids. So I already have 7. And I'm going to have number 8. And it's going to be my daughters. So I don't get to see the boys as kids. So my daughter having one, I'll actually get to see them and be a part of their life. Yeah, well, nobody told me about that stuff when I was younger. Nobody told me about it. And we were supposed to be Catholic. And nobody told me that it went against any of that. So, yeah. I found out later. Thank you, Rodolfo. Thank you. And Herman said that she's taking her vitamins. She's doing what she needs to do. She's really bad about taking medication. So I'm really happy that she's taking her vitamins and stuff. But she was like, I was like, you need to, because you guys are the only twins in our family to survive. I took all my medications and I ate really well. And she's like, yeah, but Mom, there's only 1 in there, not 2. I said, yeah, but it's still going to take vitamins and calcium and stuff out of you. So So I'm super excited. I'm a little worried that she works too hard, but you know. She keeps her appointments and, you know, keeps up with the doctor stuff. I got to spend some time with 2 of my grandchildren, my oldest son, and it was amazing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Then they left and haven't seen them since. And in August, he sent me a thing telling me that I had another grandchild and sent me a side profile of him, but I haven't heard from him since August. So, but he's also going through a lot, and he's not one that'll talk about his problems. I just pray for him all the time. I pray for all my kids, you know, to be happy and healthy. Find happiness in their lives. They've each got their own journeys, you know what I mean? I understand that. I miss them though. I was on a live on video on Messenger with my daughter today, for my other daughter, for a good while today, so that was cool. I timestamped the readings for last night too, guys. So I forgot to upload it last night before I went to bed. So I uploaded it this morning and put the timestamps in. I'm going to have to get me a moderator that'll do that for me and keep up with that for me when I do all zodiac signs. Oh, okay. Rodolfo, you're fine. Yeah, it's a timestamp. Like, keep track of it while I'm doing them. I just timestamped it and put it in the comments in case somebody wants to go check it out. Anybody wants to go check it out. Because I know when I watch readings, you know, I appreciate when they timestamp them. You don't know how to do that? Okay, well, does it show you how long the live has been on for? Oh my goodness, I've already been on here half hour. Does it show you at the top how long I've been on for? Rodolfo? You don't see that? You don't see the time that I'm on for? It's showing me 31:53 right now. I guess people do it after the live. They must go back through it and do it after the live. But it says 32:14. Like you'll put the 32, the colon, and then not the colon, the semicolon, and then oh, what the heck is that called? I know I'm not getting it right. But you put everything that's on there. And then when it goes to like 2:32, 38 or something like that, you'll put the 2, then you'll put that, and then you'll put the other 2 numbers, and you'll put that, and you'll put the other 2 numbers. It's the name of it is like escaping my mind right now. Just like for time, like 2 hours and 37 minutes and 20 seconds or whatever. And then it'll show up blue. If you go to the live from last night and you look at it, it'll show you how I did it. And it'll take them straight to that zodiac sign. But if you can't figure it out, that's fine. Like, I'll have to talk to some of the other moderators and see if somebody will do it for me. And like when the readings actually start, or when I'm doing zodiac signs or something like that. I need to put my my Gmail in there too for people who want like private readings, and which my prices are different for that, but people who want private readings and for you moderators, so we can talk back and forth, you guys can get a hold of me and we can, you know, have conversation off of here. And like people can get a hold of me for private reading, and we can figure out where, like, how we're going to do it. You see it? Discourse. See, I usually do them over Facebook, but I don't know if everybody's got Facebook. Ardink, welcome in. You've never used it? Yeah, we'll definitely have to figure it out. Most of mine are over Facebook though. I used to have Discord. I might have to make another account. Ardink? Or Ardink? Are you projecting, honey? Are you projecting? It's called having a battle. Picking yourself back up off the floor tends to get to you. That's your opinion, babe. When I had my computer, my brother set me up on it when I had my desktop. But somebody stole my laptop or stole my desktop, so Arden, you have about one more second and you're getting timed out. I'd say look in the mirror and look at the projection that you're projecting. Because most people that accuse people of stuff are the ones doing it. Yeah, Rodolfo, time him out. Awful brave for somebody that don't even have their face on here. Hidden behind an E. Hidden behind an E, but wants to get on and talk shit to other people. They crack me up. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do this reading right now. It is 39, let's say 39:20. What messages do you have for the collective? You have the Knight of Cups. So there's an emotional offer coming toward you. Something that's gonna put you in your emotions. This person is looking at this cup while they're bringing it to you. So they've thought about this, and this is what they're wanting to do. Or it could be a career too that's going to make you emotional. Something's going to get you in your emotions. What else? Two of Wands. So you've been stuck and stagnant. You've been standing in the same place. You've been feeling like maybe you're stuck. You know, you haven't been feeling the desire or the passion to go after anything. But Spirit is saying you have the whole world in your hands. So there isn't anything you can't create. There isn't anything you can't do. You have all the tools necessary. And you have two wands here, but you have one strapped down here. So you're building your stability, whether that be in love or in career or just in general. You're building your stability. You have two wands. You're going to take this one and you're going to go on the Fool's Journey. You're going to go out there and go down the trail and go meet the ship at the dock. You may be going traveling. You want to do something new. You might be bored. Feeling like everything's a repeat. You know, doing the same old thing day in, day out. What else? It's for the collective, Rodolfo. It's for everybody. So, just take from it what resonates for you. Leave what don't. It might resonate later. Or it might resonate now. What else? What else do you want to tell my collective? What else? Gotta fall out. I one started to, but then it popped back in. What else? Thank you. Didn't expect so many, but okay. You have the Emperor. So the Emperor doesn't become the Emperor overnight. The Emperor has gone through pain, it's gone through tragedy, gone through sadness, gone through their stability being taken away, maybe, lost a job, lost family, lost loved ones. They've gotten grounded and gotten stable. They've balanced all four kings. They've balanced their emotions. They've balanced their thoughts. They've balanced their passions, and they've balanced their stability. So this is what you're wanting to be. This is what you're wanting to go out there as an emperor, determined and to go after what it is that you want and to get what it is that you want. You got a lot of knowledge and wisdom under your belt. You also got red on, that's your root chakra. So you've been working on your insecurities and, your stability, your being stable. Possibly, all the traumas and stuff that you've been through and the projections that other people have put on you and, you've taken on your shoulders during this journey, and you've got it all balanced, you've got it all grounded. But you're wanting to take action, you know what you want, and you want to go after it. He's very determined. He goes after what he wants, and he doesn't accept no for an answer. Yeah, Knight of Swords, there's a message coming in, or a truth coming in. It's coming in fast. It's on one of the fastest horses in the deck. So it's going to come in fast. It may cause a tower moment when it comes in, and it may put you in your emotions. And you could also be moving fast toward someone who is more, wanting to offer their emotions and bringing a truth to them, or they're bringing a truth to you, because these two are coming in to meet each other. Either way, there's some kind of truth coming. There may be something you need to cut out, because swords, swords are for cutting, but it's also thoughts. Could be a thought pattern that you need to cut out, an old way of thinking, an old way of believing. And that's not religious. That's the belief systems we build on other people and how other people tell us we are and make us believe we are, and the projections that they put on us, and unknowingly we take it on as our own. You have the Seven of Cups, so you're going to have options. There's going to be options that are going to come up, but be very discerning, because there's different things in these cups. Some of them, you have the ghost, the head of the ghost, you have the head, which is, the face, the head, but that could be two-faced. So you got to be careful. You have the ghost, that could look good, but they end up ghosting you, leaving you out in the cold, leaving you feeling abandoned, triggering your abandonment wounds. You have the snake, and the snake could represent a relationship that's transformative, but in what way is it going to transform you? Either way, it's going to be a healing, but is it going to be a toxic healing, or is it going to be a regular healing? There's going to be shedding of skin if you choose this one. Shedding of the old you, becoming the new you. You have the castle, beautiful, gorgeous, a home, but what's the agreement? What's the contract with that? You have the jewels, You know, could give you anything and everything you ever wanted, but at what cost? You know, is there a cost here? And is that really what you're looking for? Because you know, sleeping with Jules is cold. You know what I mean? You're alone. And either one, any of these on here, it all depends on your mind perception too. How are you going to perceive these things when you do pick them? But you're the magician. You're the emperor. You're the magician. You can go after and get anything it is that you want. Just be discerning on what you get, because like one of the readers on here says, what you own owns you. You know? So you have the victory wreath, you have the dragon, but winning at what cost? You know what I'm saying? And is the dragon gonna set you afire? Then you have the Ace of Cups. So there's that emotional offer. Something that's coming in is going to make you emotional. And the reason you're getting this, the reason this is coming in is because in some way, form, or shape, you've been pouring into yourself. See, this cup is overflowing. You've been resting, you've been taking it easy. Maybe you went into hermit mode, retreated, you know, reflected back on yourself, looked at yourself, did the healing work on yourself, you know, battled your negative thoughts. Maybe, you know, battled other people, you know, got yourself grounded, didn't let your emotions be pulled around. Either way, you've been pouring into yourself. That's the only way your cup overflows. And when your cup starts overflowing, then you have enough to give to someone else. You know what I mean? But Divine is bringing you in a brand new offer that's going to make you emotional. It's going to touch your heart. It's going to make you, in what way, I don't know, but it's going to make you emotional. It's going to tap into the heart. Four of Pentacles. So yeah, they're saying you have been holding back. You have been looking at your worth. You have been looking at yourself. Not what others say you are, but who you really are. You've been accepting yourself. You haven't been just giving to just anyone. So, you know. And you are being discerning. You could be being a little bit stingy with your finances too. You could have been holding back your finances. And if you're doing that, excuse me, something's trying to stop me from talking. If you're doing that, if you're coming from a place of lack and you feel like you have to hold on to everything, you're stopping the flow and energy of your finances, because money is energy too. Everything is energy. So you got to give and receive. It's got to circulate. The more you circulate it, the more will come back to you. If that's the case, that's not going to be for everyone. I feel like a lot of people, it's going to be because they've been holding back their worth. And then you have, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. So in the Nine of Pentacles, you give, but you don't give everything. You know, you hold something back for yourself. You'll give a lot, but you're holding something back for yourself. You're being conservative. You're not being the overgiver that you were in the past. You've learned. You've learned through heartache and pain and harsh lessons that you can't always give everything to everybody. You know what I mean? You can't always be there for everybody, because a lot of people will take advantage of it, and they will take every last thing you've got and leave you for dead with 10 swords in your back. And so you've learned to hold back, take care of you first before giving to others. Take care of you and yours. And on the bottom, there's that new stable offer. It has the potential to grow. Somebody could be coming in and offering you something. And I said that. We've seen that twice. But this is divinely guided. It's something that has the potential to grow. It might start off small, but it has the potential to grow into something bigger. And that's going to depend on how you and your person or your career or whatever, how you come about it. What kind of mindset are you going to come at it from this time? There he is. You know, there's that path. He's going down. He's going to go down that path and get on that boat. Whether that means, you know, hypothetically, metaphorically, or that means giving himself permission to take a risk on something. But you got to go down the path in order to get this. So you have 2 aces in this. So Spirit is really wanting to bring you something in. And that's why you've been in hermit mode. And look, behind that, I can't make it up. I told you. You have two wands. You know, that's the 4 corners of your house. You're building your stability. There's your stability. This is what you want. This is what you're going after. You want a stable home. You want stable family. You want higher level of commitment. You want success, possibly even marriage for some of you. But either way, a higher level of commitment. You want the victory. Right, who has the energy? Well, when we hold back, when we don't allow ourselves to open up and open up our hearts to receive, we're holding back the energy. We're holding back our blessings. And when we hold back on finances because we're so afraid of not having, that's coming from a lack mindset. And when we come from a lack mindset, then God, source, divine, whatever it is you believe in, the higher power, has no choice but to give you more lack. Because that's what you believe. You believe you have lack. So it's all energy. You can't hide anything from them. Love too. You can bring you in a million opportunities, but if you're not open to receiving them, you know, or if you go from a place of you believe that love is always toxic, then that's what you're going to call into yourself, because he has no choice but to bring you more of what you believe. And you can't lie to him. You can't hide it from him. Like, your friend will ask you if you're okay, and you say, yeah, I'm fine. You might get that by them, but you're not going to get that by God, by divine, by source, universe. Everything's energy and manifestation. I feel like we're all being put in like a timeout, hermit mode right now to reflect. And guys, I'm telling you, Mercury is going retrograde, so it usually hits me in post shadow or right before. It's already started to hit me. So I usually pull my energy away from other people and spend time in my own energy, reflecting, reviewing, redoing, reevaluating, recalculating, planning, plotting, strategizing my next move forward. And that's what Mercury is all about. It's about communication. It's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but in the perception of it, it's going backwards into the sign that it was in before. And before it turns direct again. So that's miscommunication, missed messages, delays. They say not to start anything new during that time. Don't start any contracts. Don't sign any contracts unless you absolutely have to. And if you do, read the fine print, because it could come to bite you in the ass later. Could be car accidents, breakdowns, those sort of things. Now, if there's something you've already started, then you're fine. But they say if you get in a relationship or something during Mercury retrograde, it could end by the end of it. But I have a reader too. His name is Menno Pontero, and he has this theory. His theory is not to hold back from a relationship that comes in during Mercury retrograde, because you get through them faster. He's like, you're going to get through it faster. They're not going to stick around. You're going to know by the end of Mercury retrograde, opposed to being in a relationship for six months to a year and then finding out it's not going to work out. So he does have, you know, good mindset about it. Michael Stevens, hey, welcome in. I just did a reading. If you want to go back tomorrow and watch it, it starts at 39:20. I'm going to put it in the comments after I upload. And I did an all signs last night. Uploaded it this morning because I forgot to do it last night. Put timestamps in it. It's in the description if you want to look at it, check it out. But welcome in. Go away. You missed me. Yeah, I took a little bit of a break. I needed a little bit of a break to sit in my energy and recover. My cat is still on break. He's been laying in this bed right in the same exact spot all day long. I think that accident traumatized him a little more than... He's been with Mama all day. Of course, sleeping is healing too. Your body heals when you're sleeping. Oh, yeah? Well, that's exciting. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. See, and you're already doing it. So plan, plot, strategize through the Mercury retrograde. Yes, do your planning, plotting, strategizing. I think they said 21st, but don't quote me on that. That Mercury is going to be going retrograde, and then it's retrograde for 6 weeks. We're going into pre-shadow on like the 21st. So it's a great time for planning, plotting, strategizing. But that's good. I'm happy for you. Hope it all works out for you. I wish you success. I'm sure you will figure it out. The time to do it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're welcome. See, that's what I mean by the call. You heard the call. You answered the call. If it's something you're supposed to do, something that's on your path, something you're destined to do, the time will be made. You might have to rearrange a couple of things or whatever, but I believe you got it. It's cold. It's very cold. I didn't even go out and get my clothes off the line today and hang my other ones up. I did laundry all day yesterday. Good night, Michael. I hope you have a peaceful sleep. And I will see you later. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Thanks for stopping in. Clear out energy, bring in new energy, please. Rudolfo, what time is it where you're at? I can never keep these time zones in my head. In the evening, Okay. Try to remember you're an hour behind me. So you got anything planned for this evening? No. Yeah, neither do I. I gotta go get something to eat yet. Probably just eat Dad's elbow macaroni, spaghetti stuff he made. Hot rice and scrambled eggs. That sounds good. I still got that cheddar rice in there too. Cheddar and broccoli rice. So I got my tires. I'm just waiting to get them put on. I went up the other day and the shop said that they didn't have time to put them on. Check back in on Friday. I asked them if any certain time, and they were like, "You're just gonna have to check in." So I talked to my brother about it, and he's talking to his boss at the garage and seeing, you know, when he could get it in, get the car in. Which messed up all my plans because I wasn't even supposed to be here this weekend. But everything happens for a reason. Rodolfo, have you ever watched Tyler's Tarot? He's a really good reader, but he don't put up with no bullshit. I mean, no people. He will call people out. I kind of like that, you know, he's authentic. He just don't give a shit. He's pretty cool. Tyler's Tarot. He's pretty famous. Like he's got a lot of followers. It just popped up on there that he was on a live for all signs. He came from the hood and made something of himself with tarot. Yeah, he reads cards. Yeah. He's one that bullies the bullies. I like him. He's pretty cool. I've watched him for years. Same with Rich Lop. I've watched him for years too. A lot of people have changed. A lot of my readers have changed, but I've stuck with them. A lot of them read in different ways. We don't all read in the same way. We've all got different guides too. You know what I mean? Some eggs as a bribe. He's very strict. He's a very strict reader. Very strict on his people. But they love him. They absolutely love him. The world. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. Another good one I liked, Leo Fire 555. He's a good one. That was his woman in here last night. KC. Oh, she won't hassle while you're eating. Yeah. Yeah, Dad's dog will literally sit there and bark at you until you give him food. Like, he's like, I know you see me here. I know you hear me. He will actually get up in your face. I don't like that part. I don't like the getting up in my face, in my space. But he will literally sit there and bark and howl at you. He's like, if you've got it, it's mine too. But that's Dad's baby. See, I've trained my cat not to do that. Now, he does think he's sneaky. Like, he'll go around one way, come around the other way, like he's sneaking up on your plate. But when I tell him no, and I'm like, I know what you're doing. I see you. I know what you're doing. He'll sniff the air and go lay down until I get done eating, and then I give him a couple pieces or whatever. Like, you're not as sly as you think you are. And his motor will start running, like, all of a sudden, I love you so much. Yeah, you love me because I got food. Look, that came out again. And the tower. Death to the old, so the new can be brought in. What's behind it? I'm not even making this up. It came up again. The offer. But not before a tower moment. Something's got to come down. Something's going to crash before this new beginning. Something's faulty. It wasn't built right. What was what? That card? That was the Page of Pinnacle, or Page of Cups again. Or not Page, Knight of Cups, sorry. Knight of Cups again. That's twice you've seen that one and that one. That's just double clarification, and I'm just sitting here messing around. But usually the old's got to go before the new can come in. There's a tower moment coming. Something's built on faulty ground. Could be your belief system, like your belief about yourself. Not religiously, but your belief about yourself. I mean, for my daughter, it's a complete change because she just went and got baptized. So, look, it came out again. So there's definitely going to be a tower. There's definitely coming a tower moment. You're not built correctly. God takes you to the ground to rebuild you correctly. Or something in your life isn't built correctly, whether it be relationship, job, whatever. So you have a tower moment with it because something came in, lightning came in. That's divinely guided. Lightning came in and knocked it down because it wasn't built correctly. It had holes and cracks in it. And you have one person is jumping from the tower, so they're choosing their own tower, and the other one is falling out. Yeah. I mean, I put it right back in the deck and started shuffling again, and it popped right back out. So that's strong meaning. There's tower moments coming. But everybody just, stay grounded, stay calm. You also had, and that reading for you was conflict or whatever coming. What was it called? Emotional outburst. So try to stay grounded as much as you can. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's for your highest good. And I know in the moment it feels like shit. Trust me, I've gone through them. A lot of them. I've had to pick myself up so many times, but I just keep telling myself there's a bigger reason for this. There's a bigger reason for why this is happening. The bigger plan, the bigger part of the puzzle. Now you got the page. There's a small offer I was talking about earlier. He's got that offer. He's got that pinnacle. It has potential to grow. Yep, you're going to need the strength. But they're saying you got the strength. That woman is taming a lion. That lion is tame. That's taming your inner beast, taming the negative thoughts inside yourself, taming, taking action before getting grounded and calm. Maybe you'll blurt something out without thinking about it. They're telling you to tame that inner beast. They're also telling you have the strength. So that, collective message, that's just reiterating what I said. Okay, now I'm getting cold. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. You're all right, baby. You're okay. Mommy's just putting the heat on. Right. And it's very possible that, they're their own unique person. They're on their own journey. You got to remember that too. You got to remember they're on their own journey and they have wounds and triggers too that they're dealing with. And they might not even know why they're like that. You know what I'm saying? They've got a lot of things pent up that needs to be purged and released. Maybe they've been holding their truth back for a long time. Maybe they've been being who everybody else wants them to be. And they feel, insecure and trapped, like they can't speak. So it's all bubbling to the surface. But I'm not even ready to see. Entire moments don't always have to be bad. It can be something good too. Comes in and shocks you out of nowhere. Something unexpected. Like you get a phone call from somebody apologizing, or that you didn't think would ever apologize years later, or I mean, a job offer comes in you didn't see coming, or an offer comes in you didn't see, you know what I mean? It could be anything. And going into a Mercury retrograde, like, people and things from the past come back. Thoughts, people, feelings. You know, sometimes you'll slip into an old behavior pattern that you've got to see for what it is. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, you know. I didn't think it was romantic. I didn't think you were saying romantic. But different, you know what I mean? Unique, different. Not like anyone you've met before. It's got a lot of stuff bubbling under the surface. And some people come here to play this game and stay in this game. They don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't want to evolve. They don't want to look at their triggers. And some people come to evolve out of it, to heal themselves and evolve out of it. So, like me, I won't come back and do this shit again. Get it right this time. And I was talking to my daughter today about how I see that once I start applying the tools that I set at their feet, once I start applying them, I start seeing them apply them in their life, to lead by example. I've been challenged. I've been challenged here lately. I had to work through some demons, work through some fears, work through some trauma issues and triggers. And I can't believe I'm already doing that. Like, what? And that's with my relationship that hit me out of nowhere. Like, that was my tower right there. Boom, it came in and hit me out of nowhere. Yeah. Like, he wouldn't have even got that information that he got from me if it wasn't for that stupid blower motor. But then I think that stupid blower motor too. So, but it hit me. It hit me. I didn't see it coming. I definitely wasn't getting on here to date. You know what I mean? I was getting on here to do my tarot. I wasn't getting on here to meet anybody. That was never an intention. Get out here and reach the world. That was my intention. Yes. Yes. And it blindsided me. That in itself tells me that I've done a lot of shit over the past. I've raised my vibration. Because at the end of the day, I chose me. I chose how I felt instead of putting others' thoughts and feelings above my own. For once, I chose me. I got to fight. Enough was enough. I'm done with the drama and the chaos and the back and forth and the ghosting and manipulation and the gaslighting. Yes, it's good, but my fears, popped up, and some of those old thought patterns, the belief system started coming back in. I started overthinking. I had to get myself grounded, and I did good last night. Like, I got myself really grounded last night. I came out here. I did really good. I decided I was going to focus on my peeps because I missed you guys. And it was really hard for me to stay away from you guys. And then also, it started kind of a little bit again today. And I talked with my daughter. We talked for hours and she helped me, get regrounded. We do that for each other. I don't know what we would do without each other, She was just like, Mom, it's just remnants of your last relationship. You know, it did more to you than you realize, and you're still healing over that. Like, it's still triggering you. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it wasn't a bad relationship, but it triggered a lot of my wounds. A lot of my wounds. It mirrored back to me a lot of my wounds. To a point of toxicity. We both became toxic. Because the more he wasn't there, the more I chased, and then the more he wanted, the more I gave, the less I felt he was grateful for. And then several times through it, I chose to choose myself, and I went down to the bar and did my tarot and my karaoke. I didn't do anything wrong. I just went and did my tarot and my karaoke. And I had friends and stuff down there, you know. I was sitting, I talked to. And then he got triggered by me not being there because I decided to choose myself. Or we get into an argument that would flare up my anxiety, which I've handled myself. I've gotten pretty good control over it, but it would flare up my anxiety. And then he would be like, I don't understand why you're even having anxiety. Like, why are you? I mean, I can't explain that. That's just something that I've had growing up. It's something a lot of us in my family have had to battle. Anxiety. Mommy's turning that off. It's getting a little hot now. You ever gonna get up? You ever gonna get up? Are you listening? You listening to God Divine, taking a break, taking a rest. Look at you are shedding. Comes that winter coat. There goes that summer coat. Yeah. Your body ain't gonna know how to act again this year because you got the wood stove. Yeah, I used to. I used to have depression really bad. But I've done a lot of work on myself. Yeah, that is true, Rodolfo. That's very true. Hey, Dave. Welcome back. Did you get to hear the reading or no? I'm echoing back to myself in the other phone. Oh my goodness, you're getting up. Are you really? Don't go across my stand. There's barely any room for you to go. Yeah, now what you gonna do? Now you're stuck. There it goes. It's gonna fall. You can't go that way either. You're gonna have no choice but to get down, dude. You're gonna have to get to the floor and then get back up. If you go across that and don't knock it down, I don't know how. I knew it. There it went. Oh, you went to the Scorpio reading. What'd you think about it? Or do you want to discuss that in private? It's up to you. Yeah. It kind of hit me too. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of hit me a little bit too. Um, did you watch the Aquarius reading? Of course. So, what you think of that one? I feel like Spirit was getting on my ass on that one. Yeah, I feel like Spirit was getting on my ass on that one. And I've been in hermit mode, and I've been saying to myself, and I've been a loner. I wasn't putting myself out there. And like I was just telling Rodolfo how you ended up getting a hold of me anyway, because I wasn't trying to date. I was trying to stay single. I ain't gonna lie. I've been through so much stuff. I was afraid to get back out there again. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I chose to explain the Scorpio one. I think that's just letting go of the past still. I think that not the people are in our energy, but the energy of them is still there. You know what I mean? Like the remnants of what they did, what we went through. I think it's still there. And it's something that, we gotta work on releasing. I just gotta work through some things. That's all. I can do that alongside you. As long as you're understanding and you work through it with me. I think I chose a good partner to do that with. What about you? See, this isn't fair because, like, you can look at me while we're having this conversation. I'm not looking at you. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. I'm going to go back and review it because, like, I don't know what all was in it. I know the just some of the things that I've seen in it. Come on, baby, you want out? Hold on a minute.
There's your buddy. There's
You
your buddy.
expecting to open the gate?
There's your buddy.
I don't think I can do it from here.
There's your buddy.
Oh my goodness. You are so spoiled, child. You are so spoiled. Go.
There's your buddy.
Vada Cruz? Yo, what's up? Not much. What's up with you? I hope you had a great day too. It's Joe Daddy. Welcome in, Joe Daddy. You changed your profile? You get in trouble on the other one. It's showing your user. Oh, okay. That's crazy. See? Machine's already going crazy. Mercury retrograde's going into pre-shadow. Technology messes up. Well, I don't want that update. I like mine. I don't want that update. I don't know what my username is. My week's going good. How is yours going? I'm going to be a grandmom again. Not very often, no. I do when my kids come around. My girls come around. Did you say the what? Thank you, Alex. That runs in my family, Rodolfo. But I don't like soy. I ate soy burgers while I was in Clarksburg, though, because that's what my ex that passed away's dad made. Don't like soy. He's got me wondering now about my username. And why is it doing that? No, I don't want that. Landon Souls, welcome in. It runs in your family too? Yeah, it runs on both sides of my family. We have breast cancer, brain cancer, throat cancer, lung cancer. My grandmother had ovarian cancer. Oh, well, mine will still be the same then. So mine won't change if they do that. Or they already have done that. That's why mine didn't change. Do I believe in them? Yes, I do. I definitely do, Alex. Triplemont, welcome in. Hi. Welcome in, Landon, if I didn't say that. Your Aunt Jean had lung cancer. My mom had lung cancer, throat cancer, and brain cancer. Alex, I know that I've had a binding spell put on me. It was against my will. Like, I wasn't asked. I wasn't even told about it till years later. Oh, you're funny, Alex. You're funny. I think you already did. Landon Souls. No. Sorry, Squirt. It's just me. No, I don't think you need to. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm already having separation anxiety, and yeah, I think I'm good. What? No. didn't even know that. Try Morningstar grilled for burgers. Also, their veggie crumbles substitute for ground beef. Very good for spaghetti sauce. I don't know. I have to check it out. Yeah, I hope so. I hope you're joking because I already feel like I've got it bad. Corn dogs are gross. See, I like regular corn dogs though, so I don't know. So veggie crumbles means there's no meat in it, right? I like my meat. No, not. I'm not ready because it's hard to tell what you're gonna say. Yeah. Well, noodles are nasty anyway if you overcook them. Who gave me what ring? This one? I love you, Alex. I can say that one. I bought it. Oh my God, what? It's true. Oh, well, I already knew that. I already knew that. Everybody knows that. Landon, I do. I do. I'm giving him a chance. Yes, his name is Alex. I didn't see it coming, but I am. Yes. He somehow made it in here. I don't know how he performed that, but he did. No, my daughter's not single. Mm-mm. Both of them are taken. And they're both happy with the guys that they're with. One's getting ready to give me a grandbaby. Don't like garden burgers, garden products for the most part. Corn products are black. I like corn dogs, but not too many of them. If I eat too many of them, I start getting nauseous. Alex, that's not the first time someone's asked me about my kids when I wasn't available. Happened more than you think. The number to the real witch doctor. Mm. We don't know yet. She's got an appointment to go for a sonogram to see. She's been really sick. It's coming up here in a couple of days. Oh, you will you? Mm. Oh, are they? Riblets? What do you mean, what do I think? I got this. Yeah, I want to kind of speed things up. But I can make that happen on my own. Like McRibs. I like ribs. You'll turn me into a believer. I believe a lot of shit already. See, the only thing I worry about with that is at what cost. At what cost? Yeah, I know you pay money, but at what cost? Is it a cost to your soul? That's the thing. I know it is. You like ribs too, Landon? Yeah, they're good, especially when made right. Mm. Yeah, but see, that's why I don't mess with spells. I don't mess with spells because spells can come back on you. And when they come back on you, it tends to be a lot stronger than when you put them out. Landon, really, he's not. He's not. Everybody's got free will. So like if you do that to somebody against their free will, that shit can come back and bite you in the ass and literally drive you crazy. That's why the only spells I do is for protection and to keep negative away. You're trying to stay stronger. Okay. Depends on your intentions behind it too. You're trying. I don't need to. I don't need to. Okay. 7 Arar, hello, welcome in. I did a collective reading at like 39.20, guys. Shout out to Turkey. Yeah, but then I wouldn't feel like I was doing it on my own. I feel like I could manifest that on my own. I expect delays right now anyway, because, like I said, Mercury is going into pre-shadow. Before your birthday. I do trust you. I just feel like that's something I can manifest on my own. And if she's read me, then she already knows about me a lot more than she's told you. I will get famous. I will get famous helping people help themselves. Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure, no offense to any guys out here who's been in jail or in, in jail. You might be watching me from jail. I don't know. But no offense to you guys. But I really feel like the guys that I was talking to before did spells and shit on me. And they did shit purposely to, like, take me down. I believe it was a cult. And I'm not saying that Odin's bad or anything like that. I'm not judging anybody, but they all kept trying to get me to go to Odin. I even called them out on it. Like, I even told them. But I think that they either paid, he either paid them to do what they did, or they all got together and decided to do it together. You don't know nothing about no spells? Okay. Oh, okay. Don't really. It would make it more powerful, but they don't really. They can use energy. But if they're mixing together concoctions, yeah. See, I don't do that. I don't mix stuff together. I don't do that. I just say it. I manifest it by speaking it. Because, Rodolfo, you're speaking spells right now. We all are. Somebody spits in my drink, I'm going to smack them. Okay, well, don't be giving her none of my hair, okay? All right? Deal? So why do you think they call it spelling in school? Because we are literally casting spells by our speech. That's why I tell you guys to stay positive. Don't speak negative. Okay. I'm going to have to understand that a little bit deeper. See, I got my peeps on my own. And I expect there to be a delay in the channel right now because Mercury is going retrograde. There's delays in a lot of things. Technology's messing up. You're already having problems with that. So am I. I already had the car accident. So I beat post shadow on that one. There are some out there, though. There really are. I just asked to be protected by the pure white divine light. You say your own thing. You do your own. But make sure that when you get rid of negative, bring in positive, because if not, you leave a void. You don't want to leave a void because then anything can come in. Alex, you are not funny, dear. Not funny one bit. Right. Faith is what gets you through. Faith is all I've had. Know your grass. So my life started changing when we have a relative. Well, they're actually related to my brothers. They're not really related to me. The Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses. But anyway, his girlfriend told me, I was in there making a cup of tea one day and I was shaking it because I got one of those Bubba cups that has the lid where you can shake it, right? And I was shaking it. And she told me that by doing that, I was shaking up my world the whole day, every day. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you're literally shaking up your world every day. So she told me that when I get my tea to stir to the right, because right is positive and to the left counterclockwise is negative. So I started doing this. I started stirring my cup to the right, and slowly, gradually, my life started changing. True story, guys. Like, true. Skeleton key? I think I have, but it's been a long time. Shirtless is double. Hey, now. What do you like most about Skeleton Key, Rodolfo? I love you, Alex. Oh, you did? What about Mummy? What do you think about Mummy? Yeah, I'm already hooked. I don't know how you wouldn't know that. Do you? Yes, babe. Okay. I like her in The Notebook, Rodolfo. I love you too. You're blessed out on carbs. Well, there isn't really anybody on here, so. And it says I've already been on here over 2 hours. You never saw The Notebook? Oh my goodness, Rodolfo, you need to watch The Notebook. You need to look it up and watch it. She's really good in that movie. The Lighthouse? Oh, I thought you were talking about another movie, honey. Yeah, I love that. I love that movie. Yeah. Rodolfo, you'll have to look it up and watch it. What about Titanic? I like Titanic too. Night, sweetheart. We need to talk later, buddy. We need to talk. Kate Winslet. Um, it's got her and Ryan Gosling in it. Rodolfo. I know. I don't know what you did. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because there really isn't that many, really hardly anybody on here. Sweet dreams. Get off my can. Most definitely. Oh, my phone is dying. Again. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I was waiting for you to text back, but check out the notebook, Rodolfo. But I'm gonna go. So I hope the messages at the beginning help somebody, anybody. Um, I love you all. Stay safe and don't be hard on yourselves. And I will see you later. Later, Rodolfo.